It's your boy Big Val, man.
Yeah.
Big ego. Type to make you feel lethal. The type to make you hate when you hanging around people. The type to make a movie in the club, then make a sequel. The type to make you don't give a fuck, cause we ain't equal. I mean, I could show I'm up, but I ain't need to. I mean, since when tricking was that cool? Where I'm from, you could get it for free, you was that dude. Where I'm from, they was talking to fee, you was that rude. She should only know you flee from the V and the mass Jews. Don't act fool, I'm never slipping. Find me in the back of design, no leather sitting. White S-Class with the black, I'm forever driven. Use it as a hoopty, in fact, if I'm ever in it. That's my booze car, like who's y'all? Not the same dude we y'all Jews off. Plain James, y'all ain't the same, they don't choose y'all. Smooth as Eric Grenade, walking through with my shoes off. With a Hallie, short hair don't care, cause she gon' do it swaggy. Some Jordan 1s, camel pants baggy. Don't at me, wanna say something, get at me. I know y'all girls and they ain't happy, but that's another story. They got it for me, only big shots like Robert Ory. I don't shoot those, I suit those. Send them to the bank, get 2 loans, I ain't playing. I fuck for free, honey, I ain't paying. Too much swag, I must brag, bust ass to leave, I ain't staying. I go home in the mountains and shit, marble counters and shit. Gate open, all you see is water fountains and shit. The hole up even has security pouting and shit. Like he don't even wanna let me in. Like I ain't had my key and left it in. These rippers sound like me, but let them win. I hope they...
Hold up, son, them niggas know who hit that nigga, son. I know. They, how the fuck we gonna know who hit him and they don't know who hit him? The hood talking, man. Everybody know. I know it's fucked up. Now I lay these down the street. Niggas tryna lay me down with heat. If I should die though before I wait, I pray my Lord my sleep. If dead men could talk when you sleep, your homie told you who got him. Would you have the heart to shoot the nigga that shot him, huh? Or would you start switching up? You thinking about the penitentiary, you bitching up? What if you said money ain't everything? The hood raised us wrong. Or just to get your money long, well look, I'm gone. Would that touch your heart? How you feeling funny inside? Would that be enough to make your punk ass ride? What if he gave you a little list of things to do? Said he wouldn't have to die, he could live through you. Would you load the gats and get ready to ride? Or would you lock the door with your crib and hide? It's a cold world even when it's hot outside. Whether sunshine or rain, you still feel pain. Hit him cause he was your strength, now you in the daze. Your homie told you over in his grave, cause you pussy. Smoked your home, yeah.
Push a goddamn butt! Push a goddamn butt! Push a goddamn butt! Push a goddamn butt!
It's the man. Welcome to Showface. Don't call me what you want. Just don't call me woke. You're not rocking with the town favorite Showface News. It's Big Gotham. And you already know it's the town versus everybody all the time. If you like the video, share the video. Listen, gang. Listen. Poetik Flakko is now a glaze apologist, champs. Poetik Flakko is apologizing for his glazing. All right. It's insane. He says that he has finally, realized that Kendrick is the true winner of the Drake and Kendrick bout. He says that he is now confessing an apology. All right. I want y'all to hit the like button and share the video. We are now watching someone repent for their glaze sins, champ. Look.
Channel, you're probably going to be surprised by the words that's going to come out of my mouth, but I can't lie to myself no more, man. Drake lost this battle. And he lost. It's that simple. And the reason why I'm making this video is because I'm sick and tired of lying to myself. I'm sick and tired of listening to Not Like Us and acting like I don't like it, or hearing Not Like Us get played at the function and having to resist my urge of bopping.
Your urge of bopping? So you couldn't resist doing a video without being moved. We didn't even get 1 minute into the video and you even get relaxed. You just wanted to break the freak meter right away. You didn't even give it time. You ain't give it a chance to, level up before, You broke the mook meter, champ. You didn't even give the mook meter a chance to adjust. 1 minute within plug-in time, and this nigga is already talking insane. Listen, man, we understand you a Drake Glazer, but you're gonna have to keep the same energy. Just because you realize Drake has taken down all of his diss tracks off of Instagram doesn't mean you get to switch sides now. I think you should hold it down for the Drizzler, champ. But let's continue.
Right? Having not like us play in the Uber and having to act like this ain't the hardest itch to drop this year. I'm just done with it, bro. I gotta be honest with myself, man. I was wrong. I underestimated Kendrick Lamar, man. Now listen, it's not too late, bro. I can still get back in the fold, man. You feel me, man? You know, it's not.
It is too late, nigga. You glazed too early. You glazed beforehand. You was a pre-glazer, nigga. You didn't even give a chance. You didn't give a chance for Drake to give you a reason to glaze before you start glazing. Pause. But there's never a reason to glaze in the first place, nigga. Talking about, champ, you know, I admit I'm a glazer, but it ain't too late to switch. Nah, champ, you're already in the midst of glaze, champ. You don't get to switch. No. That's not how this works. You're going to have to stick with your 6ix9ine God, champ. You're not allowed to switch religions now. Now is the time. You're going to have to stick with your 6ix9ine God, champ. All right? The house and worship of the 6ix9ine God, the 6ix9ine God Fellowship's First Cathedral, First Street Baptist Church. You can't switch. You're a worshiper of the 6ix9ine God, champ. You're going to have to remain religious. All right? You don't get to switch sides when it's pressure, nigga. When it's time for pressure, you can't switch. You're gonna have to remain again. You're still a Frank Stan regular, champ. All right, you are still a Frank Stan regular. You got a Frank Stan pass, nigga. 50% off for the month of June, champ. You trying to lose your Frank Stan benefits, huh, champ? Your Frank Stan gift card? Are you trying to lose it, champ? Huh? Because you switch down, you lose all your Frank Stan benefits, champ. Is no more percentages off of your Frank's, champ. Did you know that? Yes. Your Frank Stan gift card taken away. They're gonna take it away, champ. They're gonna take away your Frank Stan gift card, gang. Oh yeah. Let's continue. My fault, gang.
Too late, bro. You feel me, man? Hey, June 16th at the Forum. I'ma be there. At Ken and Friend show. I'ma be there.
You going to the show? I hope you listen. I don't encourage any type of physical altercations of any kind. But champ, let me say this. If you are recognized at the Kendrick pop-up show on June 19th, I'm hoping there is a not so nice interaction with the fans of Kendrick. Let me say that in the best way. But I hope you have the most not nicest interaction with Kendrick fans if they do see an OVO Glazer in attendance. Oh, now you done converted yourself out of 6ix9ine goddessry. So now you're not a 6ix9ine God Glazer no more. Champ, it's too late. It's too late. To me, it's too late. I don't care what. It's too late, champ. All right, you glazed early, you glazed beforehand. You were known as one of the top 4 glazers of Drake in the world, champ. You, Ak, Mal, Sharp, y'all some real top tier God level glazers, champ. How did you lose your godhood and glazerry, champ? Now all of a sudden you're not a glazer no more. Said, champ, I woke up today and I said, you know what, champ? I'm tired of glazing Drake. I want to glaze someone else. It's time for new glaze, champ. The old glaze ain't hitting like it used to. I need something different. You don't get that privilege, champ. Sorry. I don't think there's any glaze timing allowed at the Kendrick pop-up show on June 19th, which is currently sold out, by the way. So how in the world? So you had to come up with this decision. There's no way you're going to that show that's sold out today and you just decided to randomly stop glazing Drake. You had to stop glazing Drake weeks in advance because that show was sold out. So how in the world are you attending? All right, I don't understand. That's confusing to me, champ. But let's continue. Make sure y'all smash the like. Let's get these likes up, gang. Hit that like button. You heard? Let's keep it going.
But Drake lost the battle. And Drake lost because, like myself, bro, we underestimated Kendrick Lamar. We were not aware. Now, we knew he could probably rhythmatical, systematical, methodical it up, right, and outbar Drake. We knew that's probably a possibility, bro. But I was unaware that he could out-strategize Drake. I didn't know. I didn't know he could out-strategize Drake. Drake is the most methodical, strategic creature to ever touch a mic.
That's still glazing. So how did you you didn't transition, champ, because you're still glazing. You just glazed. You haven't broke from your 6ix9ine God habits, nigga. You're still glazing Drake. The most methodical creature to ever touch a mic, champ. Yes. In my eyes, champ. You still have feelings for the 6ix9ine God, champ. That hasn't left. We know who you pray to at night. The 6ix9ine God, champ. Come on, gang. What's this? You still couldn't help but to still have glaze on your tonsils, champ. You're glazing. You're glazing, champ. You're still doing it. Y'all hate to like, share the video, man. This is ridiculous. Come on.
Drake is a savant. Drake wrote the 48 Laws of Power. So I was expecting at the very least Drake's about to like scheme Kendrick Lamar, bro. Bro, he's about to make Kendrick Lamar look like a fool. And in the beginning of the battle, he was making him look like a fool. Drop the dish, drop the Tupac and Snoop Dogg AI, had us going. Now, I don't have a need, to replay, my snippets from a couple of months ago where I'm telling Kendrick Lamar, you ain't got nothing. Where I'm telling Kendrick Lamar, give it up. You forgot how to rap. There's no evidence that you still know how to rap since 2017. I'm not going to play those snippets, all right? I don't want those sound bites to be out there because I truly regret those sound bites. I regret it.
You sure?
Yeah, and I think Drake lost.
Nigga, you just came up with this nonsense today. Like, you just so yesterday, you realized that Drake has now put down all of his tracks. All right, all of his tracks are gone. You see, Drake has just given up all the way. Right? You recognize these things. You see, Drake is no longer promoting his disses. You see this Gwan, Delilah. You see this. You see all this trash, and they're like, champ, I think I glazed the wrong side. I should have glazed the other side. Well, I, for once, don't believe in glazing anyone. Okay? I don't think anyone should be. Yes, there's Kendrick glazes. The mayor doesn't like Kendrick glazes neither. Just so we're clear. I don't care who you glaze. You glaze anyone, you're glazing. It's disgusting. Oh, by the way, we have tax-paying people in the building. Salute to Miss Joni Fletcher with the $20 on taxes. It's good to pay your taxes just in case the IRS wants to kick your doors down. Salute to Joni Fletcher, very good New York citizen. All right. Anyone else wants to pay their taxes, now is the time, unless you do want the IRS to knock those beautiful doors of your lovely home or apartment down. Okay. Make sure you smash the like button and share the video as we continue with the disgusting repentance of alleged former Drake glazer, Poetik Flakko. Let's continue. My fault.
Because Drake underestimated Kendrick Lamar. And the most telling sign that Drake lost is that he lost the numbers game.
Oh, champ.
Drake lost a game that us as Drake fans, we hang our hat on.
Hold on. We got another taxpayer. Salute to Fila Speaks. Let's keep up the great work, champ. Salute to you, champ. Thanks for being a great townsman, champ. You know you have to pay your taxes unless you want the IRS to kick your doors down, champ. You don't want that. All right. Salute to the chat. Make sure I get them likes up. Smash that like. Smash the like.
Make no mistake about it. I wouldn't be making this video if Kendrick Lamar dropped Not Like Us, but Drake Family Matters was still trending #1 and it's still charted higher. We would have been carrying this W. But I got to give it up. If Kendrick Lamar dropped the most scathing record, dropped the most impactful record, and he dropped the most successful record, then I can no longer hold on to this like belief and ideology, bro, that Kendrick Lamar lost to Drake. Because I would just be lying to myself and lying to you guys, and it wouldn't be true. But most damning of all, the number one reason why I think Drake lost to Kendrick Lamar is because Kendrick Lamar has reshaped the narrative. And I'm not talking about the pedo stuff, or because I feel like most people like don't really read too much into that stuff. We all know that stuff is cap.
What? No, we don't. You're still glazing because now you just try to breeze past the fact that this nigga called this man a Geppetto and the top record was calling the man a Geppetto. Now you're saying, oh, we gonna, that stuff is cap. Nigga, how is cap when this is part of the reason why nobody bought his shoes? That's a huge blemish. Somebody calling you a Geppetto on a national record that is definitely platinum right now is very much problematic. Okay, you also have big time YouTube channels that are going and deep diving into Drake's past and him dealing with underage girls. And guess what? They're getting a lot of views here, which means a lot of people are not rocking with Drake. All right, so before you still glaze Drake while trying to pretend you're not glazing him, please understand the Geppetto thing definitely is a huge tarnish on the man's legacy and has caused a lot of damage, champ. All right, we're not just gonna act like that's not a thing because it satisfies you as a top tier Drake blazer. Okay, I'm just saying. But let's continue, gang.
Or reshaping the narrative into Drake being corny again is something I didn't expect. You see, this narrative was following Drake in 2011. Oh, he's a corny dude. But then Drake reshaped himself into a Chad, into a savant with chiseled cheekbones, rock hard abs, a great physique. Drake reshaped himself.
What? Nah, bro. Nah, bro. Nah, bro. This is disgusting. This is disgusting, bro. Are you complimenting this man's muscle mass, Chip? His physique? How did you, bro? How are you switching over, but you're still glazing this man? Is beyond me. You said you apologized, but at the same time, you still managed to glaze Drake in the process of saying that Kendrick won, but you're still glazing this nigga. You can't help yourself. You're such a Frank Stan regular at OVO. It's hard for you to unlearn those glaze habits, if you will. Understand? It's hard to unlearn those glaze habits that you have, champ. It's not gonna happen overnight, champ. I don't think you're trying to unglaze your habits, champ. You're not trying to unglaze your habits. You have a nasty habit of glazing. OVO, so to speak. Right? OVO for the most part, all right? Telling this man he is a beauty, a thing of beauty. You romanticizing Aubrey, champ. You're romanticizing Drake. All right, this is disgusting. Hold on, man. I gotta bring it back a little bit. Look at the romanticism that this nigga is trying to do with Drake. Champ.
With chiseled cheekbones, rock hard abs, a great physique. Drake reshaped himself into Chad, into that guy. He even reshaped himself into being a thug with street credibility. So Drake was able to reshape himself.
A thug with street credibility? When? Salute to Maui Gomes paying taxes. Salute to you, AA. All tax is good tax, all right? All tax is good tax. You don't want them feds to kick that door down now, do you, Chim? No, I don't think so. Thug with street. When in the world did this nigga have street credibility? When did we see this nigga as a thug? Oh, this is Glaze on top of Glaze. You thought we believed that he was a thug. Oh, you thought we believed that. Oh, champ. Thought we believed that, huh, champ? Oh, okay. What was the street cred? Listen, the closest we got to street cred was this nigga begging Hell's Angels for protection. All right. If you want to go there, maybe Drake begging Hell's Angels for street credibility might have been, you know what I'm saying? It might have been as far as we went with street credibility. But champ. This is vicious. This is vicious, champ. I'm just saying. Y'all hit the like shit the video. It's the mayor. Look.
And get rid of the corny narrative. Kendrick Lamar has rechanged the conversation of hip hop. So where Drake is now being looked at as corny. Like, do y'all understand what I'm saying?
No.
It took Drake a decade to get rid of the corny narrative and rebuild himself into a chad. Took hanging out with street dudes, getting the street credibility, getting the abs, however way you say, hey, listen, man, rather it was through working out or Dr. Miami, bro, I don't know. And Kendrick Lamar destroyed everything Drake has ever worked for in the last decade within a month. I knew it was over for Drake when Drake dropped one of the hardest verses we've heard in a while. The Gwan Delilah verse. And it still wasn't enough.
I'm gonna assume you trolling at this point. You ain't that much of a you ain't glazed that hard, nigga. You ain't that much of a glazed. You see the Wagwan Delilah was feel me? Yeah. We don't believe you no more. All right, champ. All right, you got us, champ. Okay, you got us. You got us, nigga. Cause what's this? Yeah. Cut it out, nigga. Cut it out, bro. This is getting out of hand, nigga. You feel me? Yeah, you a goofy, nigga. You're a goofy, bro. Why do you unfunny niggas try to be funny so bad? Why do you unfunny niggas try to be funny so bad? Niggas is laughing at you, but not with you. All right? Just so we're clear. They're laughing at you, not with you. I don't know what you think you was doing. Okay? I would never listen to this song. I didn't even want to hear it. My ears is halfway bleeding, champ. Okay? I didn't want to hear it regardless. I didn't want to hear this again. All right? They wouldn't play this song in H&M, nigga. You could go to H&M right now. I guarantee you they ain't playing this, nigga. Any retail store, they ain't playing this. They don't want to lose their customers. They're going to play this in the retail stores. You know what I'm saying? Retail stores could never, champ. They would never play the wow. All right. I don't know if y'all seen what's the name of this original group that made this song? What's the original song to this? Hey There, Delilah. The people who made it. Who's the original? Is it Fallout Boy? Hold on, man. Let me see. Let me check real quick. Plain White Tees. My fault. The Plain White Tees actually reviewed the record and said that Drake is bugging. This is trash. Plain White Tees. Make sure I hit the like, share the video. We're gonna get back to the video. My fault, gang. How did he play this? What possessed you to put this in your video? I don't understand, bro.
And I shiesties not be.
If that would have dropped 3 months ago, it would have been the hardest shit ever.
You a cornball, nigga. But we got more taxpayers in the building. We got the homie Boost the Yeti. $2 on the taxes says the limited edition knock the knee pads are working. Yeah, champ. His knee pads must be limited. All right. His knee pads must be limited. But salute to you for being a good townsman, being a good citizen of Gotham, and paying your taxes, because the last thing you need is for the IRS to kick those doors down, champ. You don't want that. All right. Feel free to pay taxes if you will, as a good citizen. You're corny, champ. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with being corny. Everybody can't be cool, man. And that's okay, man. We can't all be cool. Some people like corny stuff. Everybody's not the same, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that, gang. There's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. You dig? J. Cole is cool, man. J. Cole always been J. Cole. We can't really say nothing bad about J. Cole because J. Cole is him. You know what I'm saying? Aside from other things. J. Cole was born and raised in the States. This nigga Drake literally was forced upon us, even though he did the most corniest thing in the world with that Funk Flex freestyle with his BBM mobile. We still somehow were able to accept him through the years, even with such a disgusting, cheesy display. All right. Now, some of y'all seen this on my channel, how looking back, how cringe Drake was when he was first introduced to us. It's insane how cringe he actually was, bro. It's insane how he even was able to migrate into culture with the type of presence that he delivered to us in his very beginnings in rap. You dig? Let me see. I hit the like, share the video, man. This is insane.
If that would have dropped 3 months ago, it would have been #1 on Billboard. If that would have dropped 3 months ago, it would have reshaped the sound of hip hop. But when that dropped after the Kendrick Lamar beef, it was met with people calling Drake corny, saying this sucks, this is bad, this is horrible, Drake a colonizer. People were regurgitating the Kendrick Lamar narratives on Drake, on one of the hardest verses we've heard probably in the 2000s. This shit it's ridiculous. But instead of people appreciating the masterpiece that it is, you see...
Nigga, let's be very clear. Drake's last album, people were saying was trash. I said it was trash. It's not a good album. A lot of the songs on there are very much lame. I didn't like them. I thought they were terrible. Okay? Secondly, before Kendrick even said anything, niggas was saying that Drake's music was dirt. All right? Let's just be honest. It didn't just come out of nowhere. Niggas was already saying Drake's music was dirt. I said it was dirt. Okay? I'm not going to lie. Did he make some great songs that he stole? Yes. That stolen music was good. Yeah, in the club and all that. There's some fire stolen songs from that Drake created and made. You know, not really created, but stole. His stolen songs are amazing, champ. Let's be honest. But in recent times, his music wasn't hitting like that. I mean, let's be honest. People already had their fair share of thoughts on his last album and his current music, and they said it wasn't that great, and I agree. He hasn't been making any bangers lately, you know? So the diss just pretty much solidified how terrible Drake might actually be. You dig what I'm saying? I mean, on every single diss record, you can see writing credits on each diss record to Kendrick, which is very much foolish because I've never heard of a nigga getting help to make diss records. But apparently Drake has a plethora of OVO sweatshop writers who continue to write for this man even when it comes to dissing people. He can't diss for himself. You dig? So it's insane about how much glazing is being done here because you're trying to switch up, but at the same time you're not because you're still on your knees for the 6ix9ine God, Obi Graham. Hit the like, share the videos to Maya. Look.
Comments like this. I like Drake with the melodies. I don't like Drake when he act tough. Quoting Kendrick Lamar. This is absolutely terrible and must be a joke. Watching this man crash out as he continues to expose himself for the lame that he is has to be one of the greatest treats ever. That's what I call the 2021 Roddy Ricch effect. There's this phenomenon in music, and Roddy Ricch is the prime example of this, right? Once people have made up their mind about you or have attached a stigma to you, there's nothing you can do. For example, Roddy Ricch dropped an album in 2021 that was absolutely horrible, horrid, the worst thing like any rapper has ever created. But ever since then, people have deemed Roddy Ricch as bad, as a horrible rapper,
Before we get back to Roddy Ricch, we have somebody, a very good tax-paying customer, who says, "Hey, champ, I'm going to have to file a noise complaint because what the F that I just hear?" Well, champ, you're going to have to seek your landlord about your tenant, champ. But salute to the $5 in taxes, making sure that IRS stays off your back and doesn't kick your doors down. Congrats, champ, for the $5. All right. Listen, Roddy Ricch was someone who was from the suburbs, who paid a gang to let him join their gang, and got put on in 5 seconds. All right. And he lied and said that he knocked 2 people out to join this gang. That's what I know Roddy Ricch from doing. All right. Not gonna lie. That's the only thing I know from Roddy Ricch. Okay. Y'all make sure you hit the like, share the video, and make sure you smash that like button. We're gonna get back to the content.
As a dude who makes bad music, who's corny, Roddy Ricch has since dropped the most fire snippets in his rap history. Roddy Ricch has dropped music ever since then that's better than anything Roddy Ricch has ever created. But whenever he drops a snippet, Twitter will clown him. Because it doesn't matter how hot it is. Once it becomes trendy and cool and you get engagement for calling you trash and clowning you, once you become the butt of the joke, once you become the main character on Twitter that day, it's over with, right? Because once the narrative is, yo, he's corny or he sucks, you can't beat you can't beat it. It doesn't matter what you drop. Bro, Drake can drop right now another classic album. Drake can drop Take Care Part 2 right now, and the internet will clown it and call it trash. And this is the first time in Drake's career he's ever had to deal with that. And he's dealing with that because of Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar, he out-strategized Drake and destroyed something, which is Drake's credibility, reputation, that Drake has been building for a decade. I don't know how I could see this and still give Drake the W. I was wrong. I was wrong. And to all the fans who I may have deceived, who I may have told you guys, be patient, man. Drake.
To all the fans you may have deceived, what about all the Franks you have received, champ? How about that? Huh, champ? All of the fans I may have deceived. What about all of the Franks that you received, champ? How about that? Huh? Yeah. Yeah. Come on, champ. You glaze. You're a glazer, champ. All right? You put honey on your Franks, champ. You don't use mustard, ketchup, relish like normal people. You put honey on your Frank, champ. You like Frank's sweet. All right? You put honey mustard on your Frank. Your Frank is honeyful, champ. You have a honeyful Frank at the Frank stand, champ. By the way, they're going to take away your Frank stand gift cards from you, nigga, because you switch sides, nigga. All right? You're trying to leave your glazing abilities where at OVO, champ. You're trying to just escape your glaze abilities. All right? Your glaze abilities have left you, champ. It's like the Monstars, champ. OVO has taken your glaze powers away. You're no longer a powerful glazer no more, champ. You've given up your glaze abilities. You're no longer a mutant in X-Men no more, champ. All right? You no longer have your Nathan's powers, champ. All right? Hold on. We have another paying townsman who says it's a payday, so I gotta pay my taxes to the town. Salute to Drea for paying her taxes, all right, like a good citizen, because the last thing you want is for the IRS to kick your doors down. All right, by the way, we have another, Bernie, salute to you, gang. Another paying townsman who pays $10 to taxes, saying, I don't want the IRS to violate my beloved doors. Salute to you, gang. What in the world is he doing, gang? Listen, all I'm gonna say is this. You can't sit up here and say, look, I switched Kendrick one, but at the same time, you still managed to glaze Drake in the process. That's insane. That's insane, bro. That's wild.
About to destroy this boy, I was wrong. He won. And hopefully Drake survives this, man. But I'm not confident he will. But if you're still watching, man, click on this video right here on my.
Hopefully he survives this. You still glazing. Why are you worried about Drake's survival, nigga? What about your survival, champ? How about you and you worried about, I don't think Drake's gonna survive this. But hopefully he will. Nah, nigga. Frosted Franks, yeah. Are you trying to put cereal toppings on top of his Frank? Did he sprinkle cereals on top of his Frank? Oh, champ. Yeah, it's too late, gang. You waited too long. All right, it's too late in the game. We're past the boiling point already. All right, everything is finished. It's well done. It's cooked. The meal is done. All right, the meal is done. It's finished. It's done. Philosophy says Drake, the most consistent artist since 2009. Drake Glazing can get a pass, champ. No, it can't, champ. We can't give Drake Glazing a pass. Not now. It's over with, champ. The Drake Glazing never gets a pass. You know why? You know why the Drake Glazing never gets a pass, champ? The man's gonna show you why in 2 seconds. Look. He is speaking. Are you of OVO Glazing? Well, Mal is. Take a look.
Do you think Lupe is a better rapper than Drake?
Rapper?
Yeah.
No.
Do you think Royce is a better rapper than Drake?
No.
If you've displayed any similar behaviors, the mayor wants you to know that you're not alone, and you may be due for compensation, champ. Side effects of glazing may include purchasing of knee pads, knee redness, or knee soreness.
Who do you think is a better rapper than Drake?
Hov?
What about Kendrick?
Nope.
DMX.
Nope.
Is Black Thought a better rapper than Aubrey Graham?
Nope.
Alright, man.
For no money down, you can be compensated today. Just dial the number 1-800-69-GOD, and that's 1-800-69-GOD. Call today while offers last. Yeah, champ. See, this is why you don't glaze. All right, this is a problem. It's a problem, champ. It's an epidemic. Okay, this is not a good thing, champ. All right, it's a problem with glazing. Okay, glazing is not good. All right, it's a rare condition like Family Matters. You see what I did there, champ? It's a rare condition like Family Matters. You see what I did, champ? Look. Do you see what's going on, champ? Family Matters, rare condition, glazing. All right, look. Okay, look, champ. Come on, gang. I'm just saying, gang. It's vicious. It's vicious out here, champ. It's a disgusting condition that is happening. Okay, listen, make sure you hit the like, share the video. By the way, Discord link is in the chat. We got the Discord link. The Discord is popping. The Discord is lit. Join the Discord, champs. The Big Gotham Discord is lit. All right, the mayor definitely doing a voice chat on there tonight. All right, we had a lot more content on the way though. You dig? Make sure you hit the like, share the video. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I got more content coming too. We're not done. All right, but gang, look. It's the mayor, the one and only real New York Mayor, F. Eric Adams, and you're rocking with the town favorite Showface News. It's Big Gotham, and you already know it's the town versus everybody at all times. Make sure you like the video, share the video, but subscribe to Showface News now. We got more content on the way. Stay tuned. Subscribe now. Let's get it. Let's go. Come on.